Alright, if you want to reserve a lab, this is how you do that through your Outlook calendar. So let's say on the 17th of October I would like to reserve a lab. So all I have to do is just go to the 17th, click on that date in your Outlook calendar, and then choose calendar event. And that's going to bring up a new calendar event dialog box. You need to use the complete calendar event dialog box in order to create a lab request. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is put a title for that event in there. So maybe you're bringing your A-Day classes, so Miss Smith A-Day classes. Okay, and then you might put lab. Here's one of the most important parts, and that is you have to actually add the lab right here where it says add a location or room. So you're just going to click on that, and you're going to go all the way down to the bottom and click add room. Right now it's going to search through all the rooms in the entire school district. So most of these are computer labs that you can check out, but there are other labs or other rooms in the district that can also be reserved in this manner. So it's going to check to see all of the rooms that are available on October 17th that haven't already been checked out by another person. So you even see the admin building. So when you scroll down, you're going to find your campus, which my campus, North Shore Senior High School. And let's say I want to use Lab 416. So I'm going to click on Lab 416. Okay, so now notice now it has that lab as the location, and this little icon right here indicates that this is a checkout request for that lab. If you don't have that icon there, then it's not going to go through the checkout request process. Okay, and if you're doing multiple periods, then basically you want to just go ahead and click all day on that request. If it's just a single day request, then now you're pretty much done. All you need to do is go up here to the top left hand corner and hit send. But if you would like to check out the lab for more than one day, then this is where it gets a little more complicated. You cannot just go here to start on the 10th and end on the 20th or the 24th or whatever. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get a response back from the system saying that you've exceeded the maximum allowed time to request a room. Because it's actually, if you do that, if you request it for 3 or 4 or 5 days, it's requesting it for every single hour of the day. And you're going to exceed the maximum amount of time. What you have to do is actually hit repeat. So you want it to repeat every day that you would like the lab. So it's going to start on the 17th when you said you wanted to start, and then you're going to tell it where you want it to end. So if you want it on the 17th and the 18th, now you've got to come over here, back it up to October, choose the 18th of October. So now you have it Wednesday and Thursday, the A day and the B day. Okay, and you can of course choose longer than you want, but it has to repeat every day. You have to use this repeat every day, and then when is it going to start? When is it going to end? Now you're going to hit that send button, and what should happen now is you should get a request back from the system. You should get a notification. There it is. So there's our notification. So it was declined, probably because somebody already has that lab during that time period. So that's not an allowable request. If I had chosen an empty lab, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel this series of events. Right, that whole series. And then I'm going to try a different lab. So let's look at lab 191. There's nobody in lab 191 on either of those days. So I'm going to try it again. So add calendar event. So Miss Smith lab A and B days. Location. Go down here to add that room. I want to add lab 191 because I already checked to see there's nobody using it on those 2 days. So this is the real hard part, is waiting for it to find all the open labs. Right. Lab 191. Okay. Repeat every day from the 17th until October 18th. All day. Send. So we're going to wait again. We should get a pending request this time. Tentative. There it is. Your request has been received and is pending. So now it's going to wait, and it goes to your campus TIS for approval. And then once you get that approval, it should appear on your calendar as accepted, and you'll get it on that calendar. And you can also then check that Lab 191 calendar, or whichever calendar you chose, to see that the lab request is actually there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go over to my email, since I am the approver, right? So here it is, and I'm going to go ahead and approve Lab 191. Right, and now I'm going to go back to my calendar, and it should, there it is, I got the acceptance, accepted, so it should appear now on that Lab 191 calendar. There it is, and there I am on the Lab 191 calendar. I just refreshed it by turning it off, turning it back on. It's kind of let it update itself. So that is how you request and get a lab on the Outlook calendar.